Now, some of the discrepancies Atiku really is looking to either validate or invalidate include the date on the certificate that Tinubu's certificate carries, as well as the school's president at the time of the certificate, and then also typographical error, font and header errors as well. So errors, really. But if the university is saying that they can prove he attended the universities, but cannot confirm under oath that some of these discrepancies may be or not be their fault, well, I guess the most important thing has at this point been established, at least from the angle of the Chicago State University.
Let me say this. When it comes to educational qualification for a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, university degree is not a requisite. Okay. What the Constitution says is that you must have attended, even at secondary school. That attempt, if you have shown evidence that you have WAEC, or even primary school, and then you have a number of years you have worked in the public, and then you can speak English and write English. That is what the Constitution presently says. So this issue of his university education is just, surplus. If you go to university, it's not a requisite, it's not a requirement for you to be a president of the country. Yeah. Now, if one is seeking a university confirmation of the fact that he said he went to University of Chicago, that may not necessarily be a very good pursuit at this juncture, because university degree is not a requisite qualification for you to be a president. Yeah. Now, if you are looking for that paper, in order to prove that the president, while filling his form, which is submitted to INEC, may have misrepresented some facts under oath. Yeah. Well, fine, but I don't see to what end, because you have already filed your petition a long time ago, and the time for you even to you probably talk about bringing this issue of lying under oath and all that has passed. Except we are going to now bring an application with leave, for leave, for the Supreme Court to allow you to bring in further evidence. I don't know how possible that can be at this juncture. I don't know how possible that.
Okay, then let me ask you. Okay, pardon me.
If the university has actually confirmed that this person you are asking about attended our university, if they have confirmed that, then if there are any other irregularities that occurred in the certificate, like the issue of female and male and all that, that can be an internal issue, clerical error that may have been committed by the university, and that does not in any way vitiate the fact that the degree or the certificate is very valid. Because it is only when the university now owns that particular certificate, you can now make a mountain out of it and say, look, you say you attended this university, but look at what the university authority is saying, that you are never a student. Or if the university has come up to say, yes, he attended our university, and we are the one that issued that certificate. Now, if there are any discrepancies, those are mere irregularities that could have occurred by the university and cannot be attributed to the candidate who attended that university. I hope I'm making my point very clear.
Absolutely.
So all this, I don't know to what end that Atiku is pursuing this. If you ask me, because they would have done all that before filing their petition. Now, having filed their petition and even the Court of Appeal had decided this matter, now I don't know what is this pursuit of looking for a certificate and for those irregularities he's pointing out, at the court in the United States of America. So my position is, look, if the university has confirmed that he attended that university, I don't see what purpose, this pursuit of his academic certificate now will serve. That is my own candid opinion. Yeah. I try as much as possible in this nation to look at things objectively. I'm not bound by sentiment. Whether I like President Tinubu to be the president is a different ballgame entirely. But the point is that we must look at law and what law presents, and not attach any sentiment or any interest, in analyzing our national issues. Yes.
Yeah, but I think he believes that he has something here to prove. How many more days does he have left? I hear that the court in Chicago was asked to expedite the ruling, giving that that Abubakar's window to submit his brief to the Supreme Court was running out. Now, I want to ask you
as I said earlier, the truth of the matter is that you cannot submit any new facts, to Supreme Court now, because what the Supreme Court will decide is what has been decided by the Court of Appeal. They will review the decision of the Court of Appeal. Are you following me? Yeah. Now, you can only come by leave. If you now have fresh facts, you can only come by leave. But as I said earlier, is it looking towards the issue of qualification? You don't require university education for you to be a president. Is it looking for filing wrong information? Now, again, as I said earlier, if there are any clerical errors on the certificate, the university can only say those mistakes are ours and not the candidate.
Okay, but
go ahead.
There's another aspect to that last question, which is that maybe I should ask you a direct question. Can the Supreme Court admit new evidence on the same matter?
Yes.
Or will the Nigerian Supreme Court admit new evidence on the same matter?
Yeah, you can, but with leave. Leave. Okay. You cannot just come now, because what the Supreme Court ought to look at is what was decided by the court below, and that is the Court of Appeal, what was decided by the tribunal there. Now, if you are bringing facts, if you are bringing fresh evidence, then you have to seek the leave, and that is with notice. That every other party must be put on notice what you are bringing fresh before the Supreme Court. They will argue it. They will oppose it naturally. So if the Supreme Court feels that, oh, yes, we should allow this fresh facts, fine. If they refuse, then it goes to no issue. So it means that it dies. So Supreme Court can accept fresh evidence, but it is with leave of the Supreme Court.